I'll just do it. Alright, so peeps. This probably won't be the best tutorial because I suck at Sina flips, kind of. But yeah, these are Sina flips. So I'm covering these because this is one of the newer movement tech that isn't covered in the Rix's movement tutorial. So you've probably seen it in a couple of people's runs, Zem92, Sina, some other people. Basically, it looks similar to an RLJ, which is not that. RLJ is like that thing where you fly through the air. You probably know what it is. It's like that. Okay. Except the purpose of this is to just gain as much height as we can. So for example, if we just did an RLJ from here and tried to go up there where we want to go, we won't make it. We'll probably get to like there because this gains no height. It just gets distance and speed. So what we want to do is we want to go straight up. So to do that, instead of mashing one side direction, like with the RLJ, we're going to be mashing, like, we're not going to be, let's say we're mashing left, 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 left for an RLJ. For a Sina flips, you're going to be going left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right the whole time. So it's just going to look like Ratchet's just doing continuous side flips left, right, as he's going up. And what this will do is make you gain height faster because you're not gaining as much speed. And it'll also just make you go straight forward. So you're just going to be going, so you're just going to aim yourself like this. So you're going to aim for there, or like there. And you're just going to be going straight up. Well, not straight up, but like you're going to be going forward and like straight in that direction. Okay, so how to do them. What you're going to do is you're going to do it similar to how you start an RLJ. So you're going to walk to the very edge of this platform. Keep in mind you can also do these Sina flips from that platform and go up, but then you have to be really efficient with your speed, otherwise if you have too much speed you won't make it. So yeah, you're going to start here, you're going to walk to the edge like you would with an RLJ, and you have to go right to the very edge to be able to do these. If you start here it won't work, here it won't work, right at the edge, okay? So you're just going to run up, start at the edge. So your first input is going to be so you're going to be holding your forward on your left stick, and you're going to be press R1X when you're right at the edge. That's your first lot of inputs. Then what you're going to do is you're going to transition into what's called this flutter. So you're going to press R1. So you're going to press R1X for that long jump, and then with that R1 you're going to transition into R2. Then you're going to go back to R1, R2, R1, R2. So you're going to be like R1, R2, and then you're just going to be mashing like this. So it's hard to explain without a controller cam, kind of. I guess I could kind of show you. Could I? Yeah. So you're basically just going to be doing this. You're going to be fluttering in between R1 and R2 like that. So you're going to start off by holding forward, do the long jump, and then after the long jump, that's when you're going to start. So you're going to go R1X for the long jump, and it's going to be like R1, R2, R1, R2, R1, R2, and you're just going to be mashing like that. So that's your first step. And then what you're going to do, while you're mashing R1, R2, you're going to be flicking the left stick, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, the whole time. So I'll just break it down again. You walk to the edge, holding forward on your left stick, press R1X, and then with your left stick, just when you press R1X, you're going to flick it left, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, while mashing R1, R2, R1, R2. And then it's going to look, hopefully, something like this, where you're just going to be flying up like that. This is really hard to explain, but a thing to note is you can also do this with the D-pad. So instead of using your left stick to flick left, right, you can use a D-pad to go left, right, left, right, left, right. The thing is with the D-pad, if you miss an input with the D-pad, e.g. you go left, right, miss the left input and then go right again, the Sina flip dies, so you'll just drop. But with the stick, the Sina flip, it can keep going, but it has less of a chance. With the stick, it has more of a chance of keeping going. The reason for this is if you're flicking left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, but then you miss, like say the next left, but then you still go right, then what you've just done is you've gone left, right, right, right. Or left, right, right. So all you've done is you've just done a little RLJ in there. Because an RLJ is like right. So you've just gone left, right, right. So all that'll do is it'll just change your angle a little bit and you'll gain a little bit of extra speed, but you can keep going usually. But with the D-pad, you have way less leniency, and you can also backflip quite easily with the D-pad. I'll try and explain this again, because I'm bad at explaining things, and it's hard to do without a controller cam. But if you want to learn how to RLJ, watch the Rix's tutorial, and then you'll basically just take the RLJ, and then change. So, ready? So if you watch the Rix's tutorial, actually no, probably shouldn't watch the Rix's tutorial on how to do infinite long jumps because it's kind of the old method. But if you do what I've just told you, so hold forward R1X and then flick the stick left right while mashing R1 R2 R1 R2, then you'll get it. I'll quickly explain the flutter RLJs as well. I'm not sure if there's a tutorial for the different method of RLJs, but I'll just show them here. So RLJs are infinite long jumps if you don't know. In the Rix's movement tutorial, he used the old method of RLJs, which basically you walked right to the edge of the platform, you press R1X while holding forward, and then you go to the D-pad and you mash a side direction of the D-pad along with R1 and X, and you had to mash all three buttons really fast, otherwise you drop it. There's a new method. So take what I just said, but instead of mashing X, you don't have to at all. You still mash a side direction on the D-pad, but instead of just mashing R1, you're going to mash R2 as well. So you're not going to mash both of them at the same time, you're going to alternate. So again, it's called the flutter, like I explained before. So R1, R2, R1, R2. So it's going to be hold forward R1X and then side direction mash along with R1, R2, R1, R2. And you'll fly like that. So that's what I mean by this is basically similar inputs to an RLJ, since the only difference is instead of using the D-pad, you're using the stick, or you can use the D-pad if you want, but you're going to be using the stick. You're not mashing one side direction, you're mashing like alternate, and this you're trying to gain height, not distance, and yeah, that's basically it. So that's what it should look like, except you're going to fly all the way to the end. So I don't know. This tutorial kind of sucked, but yeah, I'm trying. Okay, I'll try and show it with the cam. So if I don't know. I think you can see this. So I'm gonna walk to the edge, press R1X, flick the stick left right while mashing R1 R2. That was pretty shit, but I think you can see my hands pretty well. I'll just try and show it again. That was alright. See, I gained all this height. So if I kept going all the way to here, I should have enough height to be able to reach the end. And yeah, that's that. Hopefully that helped. I know it was kind of a bad tutorial. So feel free to leave any comments if there's any misunderstanding, because I expect misunderstanding with this shitter of a tutorial. Thanks.